my name is Mallory and welcome to Graceful Pilates. Today's video is another video in my series of demoing Reformer Pilates moves for informational purposes. Today's video is a standing hip stretch or a standing lunge using a box. I'm using a sitting box as a prop today because it increases your hip movement as well as your range of motion and really targets your glutes, your quads, and your hamstrings. So, without further ado, I will be talking about spring load variation, muscles activated, correct form, and form corrections to look out for, progressive movements, and different modifications. So, without further ado, it is typically to start, since it is a standing exercise, with one spring. Now, whether that is one light, one medium, or one heavy spring, it is typically one spring and maybe adding an additional spring as an added layer. That I am today on an Allegro 2x Balance body, so one light would be one yellow, a medium would be blue, and then red would be heavy. Now, as much as doing heavier may sound like it is going to be more of a challenge, it can also be more of a challenge with the yellow, because the yellow means you are not having the help from the tension to help propel you. So keep that in mind. Now, I have one blue on today, but you can do one yellow, one blue, one red, or you can do one blue and a red, maybe red and a yellow. So many options. Anyways, muscles that are activated are going to be of course, your core, because you're going to engage your core. You're going to square those hips, so working on hip mobility, but really focusing on your quads, which is going to drive the lunge, as well as your glutes, your medius, your minimus, and your maximus, as well as your hamstrings. Now, again, you are on a sitting box, so being on a sitting box means that you're extending that range of motion and really focusing on those hips, so it's a great exercise. So, to begin, you are going to have your sitting box propped up on an alignment with your frame, along with that foot bar. I have already one blue spring, so stand next to your box. What you're going to do is you're first going to place both of your feet onto that sitting box. Outer foot is going to go into the inner front corner of that sitting box. Inner leg is going to be propped up against toes, curled, whole foot propped up against that shoulder block. What you're going to do is you're going to square off those hips, zip up those abs to engage that core, square those shoulders, staring straight ahead. You can have your hands out by your sides, in front of you, or interlaced, whatever you think your body needs today. And what you're going to do is you're going to go into your lunge. In your lunge, what you want to focus on is hinging forward, and you do not want your standing knee past your standing ankle. Then you would lift back up. Good. Fully return all the way up. Again, engage the abs the whole time, squaring off those hips, squaring off those shoulders, staring straight ahead, hands where you need them, and press out into your lunge. Good. Hold it here, and lift back up. Now, forms to look out for. Again, you do not want your standing knee past your standing ankle. You don't want to be upright. You want to hinge forward as you go down, squaring off those hips. Now, as a progressive movement, what you can do is as you go down into that lunge, maybe you do a few calf lifts with that standing foot. Or maybe your hands go behind your head and you hinge forward to really deepen that movement. Maybe you do an oblique twist and lift back up. Lots of different options for this exercise. Again, what you do on one side, make sure you do on the other side. Same setup. I hope you enjoyed today's demo of standing lunges on a sitting box. I hope you have a great day. Bye.